Good afternoon. Hi. Y'all know it is Key from Cruise with Key. And welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. First we sip pinkies up. Mm, what a beautiful Wednesday it has been. Even though I do not feel well at all. Um, I still wanted to welcome December to all of you all. It's the third day of December, which means we only got 20 something more days left in the year. And I am absolutely excited. Okay. I am absolutely excited to get this year uh over with. Um Last Wednesday, I did not come on here because, of course, Thanksgiving was the next day, and I went out of town. So I thought about coming on here right before I left, but then I didn't have the time to do so. So I just was like, I'm sure that they understand. I'm sure you understand. I'm positive you understand. And if in fact you don't, you're going to have to take that out with yourself because I told you all, I try to be as consistent as possible. But around the holiday time, or if I'm traveling, I can't guarantee. Like if I'm traveling on a Wednesday, I can't guarantee you that I'm coming in here on Wednesday. Now I will if I miss a Wednesday. I remember I missed a Wednesday during furlough, and I came on here on a Thursday. Um, but like I said, last week was Thanksgiving. I was out of town, so I'm back. And I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I had a really nice Thanksgiving. It was different, it was new, it was a first, and I don't have no complaints. I'm a very simple person. I mean, hence this glass don't have no words, no nothing. I don't even know. Almost forgot my pinky. I don't even know where I got it from, but it fits me perfect. And I picked this one today because I felt like that's just where I am. I've always been a very simple, laid back minimalist. Like you walk in my house, you probably see one picture. I mean, one painting. I used to have paintings, pictures, all types of stuff. You go to my house and it's decorated. Mine is not. Mine is not. Now, I think about doing better. That's my goal next year. Not transferring it to a cluttered house, but I would like a new living room set and the whole shebang, the rug, the table, the 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 sectional, the extra chair. I mean, the end tables. I want it all. If it come with a curtain, that'd be great too. But I need to get some new blinds before I think about curtains. But at any rate, I said all that to say that that's what I loved about my Thanksgiving, because it was just real simple. And it was fun, lots of laughter. Um, and it was just good. I hope yours was good. I hope you were safe. Um, this time of year can be a little tricky. I'm sure we all have dealt with it's called seasonal depression. And I have a tendency to get sad a lot. You would think that as I'm getting older, I'm not. Um, but I think that the more I'm around families, um, I just compare. I should not do that. But I've always just wished that I had um a very loving, open, welcoming, fun loving, family oriented, just family. You're going to have your issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about I wanted something perfect, but being around other people's like families, like aunts and uncles and the cousins and the all the siblings are together and their spouses and things of that nature. It's just dope. And it's just, you go to one house and it's just all a good time. And I think the last time my family all got together, I still don't think everybody was there. It was when my Aunt Benita was turning, I think 60, 65. I don't know. I don't know. But that was probably the last time. That had to be at least probably about 4 years ago. But I'm like that we would celebrate her birthday or something. But she don't even live here no more. She didn't move back to Virginia. So that's another thing. Like we all just always live different places. It's just always been scattered. It's never been what I've desired. You know what I mean? Like I've told you all, that's why I wanted to be married and have children. I wanted to create my own family, and I can never date somebody who's not family oriented. That would never work for me. Two people that come from an environment that's not family oriented, that would never work for me. Whoever I date, um, it's borderline a requirement that you come with a family because that's what I want. And when you say that out loud, baby, you have to be very, 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 very specific when you say things out loud, whether you're writing it and you just saying it while you writing it. Like when the Bible says write the vision, make it plain, it really meant write the vision, make it plain. And then when you make it plain, you have to be mindful that these things that you're writing, it's going to come to pass. So when you say, take me for instance, when I say I want to date somebody that's a family, I have to say somebody that is family oriented, who has a family that's family oriented and that is loving and respectful and hopefully God fearing and just fun loving. And you know that's important. That's very important to me. And Yeah, so I love family. And I hope that as I do get older, that I continue, okay, because I'm a work in progress, that I continue to be thankful for the family that God gave me. Might not have been blood, but there's some people in my life that blood couldn't make us any closer at all. So I am very blessed. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining at all. It's comparison is devil's work for sure. Um but even saying that out loud, it's like you probably not even really comparing it so much as you desire to have this. What does family look like to you, kid? Does it look like this? Does it look like that? Does it look like this? I know what it doesn't look like. It does not look like what I was born into. I'm gonna tell you that. I know what it looks like for me. I actually just said it. I'm not gonna be repetitive. And I know that I have a tendency to do that once I'm getting into the meat of a conversation and or explanation. I can be quite repetitive just so people can really understand my point. Um, but yeah, this is why I should have stayed in school and became and got my degree in early childhood education, because that's the teacher in me, I guess. But at any rate, yeah, so now Thanksgiving is over. Um, Season of depression is still here. Unfortunately, it kicks up a notch for me this month. The beauty of it is, regardless if I talk about it or not, I don't care if I talk about it every year on here. the beauty of it is that I'm aware of it and I talk about it in therapy. I talk about it on here. Um, I talk through it instead of like really becoming how I used to be. Things have changed a lot for me when it comes to handling things from an emotional and mental standpoint, because my goal is always to not be stagnant in negative places, and always find uh, something positive that I can take away from it. So, Christmas was my mother's favorite holiday. She decorated it. Music will be playing right now. She just loved it. And I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to like people Christmas trees. I'm starting to like seeing people decorations. I kind of want to see the light show, the Christmas light show. I think it's at the harbor where they light the tree every weekend until a certain time of the year. I cannot wait to watch some Christmas movies. Maybe do some eggnog this year, cook a Christmas dinner, listening to the songs and sipping my wine and or champagne, um, and just enjoying it and doing it with the people that I love, and just remembering that this is something that my mother loved, and I can enjoy it with her watching over me, be like, "Mom, this for you." You know what I mean? Um, but it hurts a lot. Um, I miss my mother a great deal. I miss her all the time. I talk to her a lot. Um, I just miss her extra, 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 extra more around the holidays, especially December. Um, so if you're dealing with seasonal depression during this holiday season, I pray your strength. I pray your comfort. I pray your peace that surpasses all understanding. And I pray unspeakable joy that only God can give and the world cannot take away. And that's the place that I really want to dwell in. Had a therapy session yesterday. It was supposed to be for today, but she wanted to make it today. I mean, yesterday. Supposed to be today, but she made it yesterday. And it was cool because I could do this. And we were just talking. She asked questions and I was answering them. And for some reason, towards the tail end of it, I was just becoming emotional. And I was even telling my friends December 1st that for some reason, every time I say December 1st, I just become so emotional. I don't know what's going to happen this month. Um, I do know that I've just been extra emotional these last 3 days. Um, this year has been a roller coaster. It has been up and down, tugging more on my mental more than anything. Um, and I know y'all probably like, how is that possible when she gets on here and she do this and she's in therapy? How? Because life still be life. It does not matter how much work you do on yourself. Life still happens, okay? And at any given moment, something can happen. And I was reminded yesterday that everything that I feel that's on the way, I deserve, but it makes me emotional because it's like it seems so random. Like, how is this happening now? And it's like because you deserve it. Uh, I remember years ago I was told that it seems like you are afraid of being successful. You are afraid of, real love. You are afraid of, you know, just being happy. And I think that those things are, I feel like those things are very true. Um, told y'all this is a healing journey. So I feel like those things are true because every time something seems like it's going good, something happens. And all I know is temporary happiness. And that ship might finally be sailing, which is a good thing. It's scary, but the joy that I know that God is sending my way, like I said, the world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. And I am in probably the most peaceful place I've ever been in my entire life. Like, I'm not literally uncertain in anything. And the Bible does say that God is not the author of confusion, and to know that as time go by, I am absolutely clear in so many different areas, and it feel good. It feels so good. And I can't I try my best to put into words where I'm coming from. It's so hard. It's so hard. The joy of the Lord is my strength. You hear me? So I think I feel like that's another thing too. It's like I have gone to him so much. And I always go to God, but there's a song that says every round go higher and higher. And I just want to go higher in my relationship with God because man, that's my dog. You know what I mean? And every uncertain thing that happened this year, there are times I would reach out to my therapist and she just was not available. And I don't really go to people like I used to anymore. Therapists have given me a lot of tools to handle things myself and put them in practice. And then I realized even it's crazy. You just realize like if you just go straight to God, that's the only person that can really give you clarity. You know what I mean? That's the only person that really knows all and sees all. Um, he's the beginning and the end. And it's like he wanted me to remember that this year. Like, coming to me, all you that are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. And I think that that's the place that God, I gotta stop saying think because I don't think none of this. I feel it. I feel like that's the place where God is wanting me to dwell in, just moving forward in my life. He wants to give me rest and he wants to give me peace that surpasses all understanding and unspeakable joy. I did not feel none of this stuff for a very long time, probably ever, because I'm always trying to figure it out. And I allow people to speak on me and tell me who I am. And it's like, you don't know me. You think you do, but you have no idea. You remember the MTV Diaries back in the day? 19B, I'm telling my age. On cable, but it used to be like you think you know, but you have no idea. You know what I've told you, you know what I've shared. You probably know what you've experienced with me. But in order to really know me is to be able to see me outside of what you think you know. Excuse me. You have to like get to the core. And I was telling my friends that I feel like that's what 2025 has been for me. Well, we always planting seeds, you know what I mean? And I feel like last year the seed was planted, and this year has been trying to water it some and fix some stuff, and then next year everything's just gonna blossom. And I was trying to articulate it, and so I did good. One of them said, "Come on, evangelist." But I'm not about to play it, so I don't remember it by heart, of course. But I did say, "Well, I want to go to Google," and it was like how to because I like to, illustrate. And I just Google, seeds in the ground. That's it. And it's literally 3 steps. It's 3 steps to plant seeds. And it reminded me of what I told them 2024, 2025, and 2026. So the first step to plant a seed is prepare the soil. And I feel like last year was just preparing us. I mean, it prepared us voting. What's this all what the new administration about to look like? All of that. Like last year was preparing the soil. You know what I'm saying? And to prepare the soil, you have to clear the planting area, the weeds, the rock, the debris. You got to loosen the soil. You got to rake the surface and create a level bed for planting. So 2024 for me was getting all my stuff in order. Getting it all in order. Um, oh, I just remember some stuff. Oh, I can go deep, but it can get heavy. So we gonna stay right here. Ooh, ha, baby, we gonna stay right here. So you gotta prepare. Then the second thing you do is now you implanting. And I think I feel like that's what this year is for me. The seeds has been planted. I know exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life. I know exactly where I want to be for the rest of my life. I know exactly who I want to be for the rest of my life. I absolutely know who I want to be in my life for the rest of my life. Like it's the seeds are planted, and it says check the seed package for guidance, read the seed packet for instructions and planting depth, spacing, and light requirements. That's what the Bible has been for me on this year. And I read the word every single day. It doesn't matter what time I wake up, I'm going to read the word. I don't care if I wake up with a hangover. I don't do nothing in this phone without reading my word. I have to go to the Bible app. I have to go to emails to check my verse of the day. And then sometimes it's just something on my heart. And sometimes I'm not even just reading just that verse. I be in real life study mode and not even realizing it because I'm in it, you know. Um, and then it says, and that's for me. It's the Bible is the packet for to guide me throughout how I'm about to plant these seeds. Dig or create rows. Then it says place the seeds in the trenches or holes. You can sow them individually or in small groups. Then it says, cover the seeds. Gently cover the seeds with soil, making sure to press down lightly to ensure good seed to soil contact and remove any air pockets. We are not going into the new year with air pockets. We planting them. When we plant them, guess what we doing? We making sure that we doing them individually and in small groups, because as I work on myself and I get myself together, the more I'm better in this particular group. I saw it on TikTok today. Somebody said, somebody has sent me some because I haven't been on TikTok, Instagram. December is just a place for me to hear. This year I'm planting seeds, and I'm placing them and I'm covering them. Okay, so when I'm doing that, I don't have time for nothing extra, nothing that can't go. Okay, uh I'm gently covering it, and I'm pressing down, shaking together, running over. Okay, I want to be planted. Okay. Like I said, God is not the author of confusion. And because of that, this has been a year of clarity. I am clear. I am concise. I am present. And I thank God for that, because I never saw this coming. I knew doing this was to help me get rid of trauma, but I wasn't even thinking about what it Oh God, I thank you. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like for you to come out of it? You know what I mean? And I didn't dug this year. I've dug enough in so many different ways. And I've placed my seeds and I've covered them. Thank you, Jesus. To God be the glory for all that He has done for me. And then the third thing, step three, it says water and maintain. For me, that's why I said blossom. I just feel like it's next year is just gonna be great. And that'll be 20 years in my career. You hear me? And it's a blessing. I think that'll be year. Hold on. Yeah, year 8 in my house, which would be another milestone because I've never lived nowhere longer than 7 years. And that 7 years was my first apartment. So I've never lived nowhere for a long period of time. So that's a milestone. Um, 6, I it's just the third thing, that's year 3 for me. And it says water and maintain, water gently after covering the seeds, water them with a gentle mist or shower. You got to be gentle. Woo! When you have planted your seed and you covered your seed, you have to water it, but you got to be gentle. Be gentle on yourself next year. Y'all know I always talk about give yourself some grace. Take it up a notch next year. It says keep the soil moist. Keep the soil constantly moist. Okay? Label the area. Use plant tags or other markers to remember where each type of seed was planted. Yeah. Do you see? Do you see it? Next year, we we're gonna be gentle. We're gonna label. Okay, we putting labels on things. Okay, we putting labels on things. And then it says one seedings, and then it says then seedlings. Once seedlings sprout, thin them to the recommended spacing by snipping them at the soil line to avoid disturbing the root of the plants that are remain. Oh, this is good to me. Listen, listen. When you see that thing growing next year, huh? Whatever God told you to do, you do it. Accept what God allows. If He tell you do a little space, we're gonna have to snip this out a little bit because we don't have time for anything to disturb what we planted. You hear what I'm saying? That's what it's about. We labeling things. And guess what we doing? Weeding them out because we cannot afford for what we had already planted to be disturbed. Oh, all of them ain't gonna grow at one time, and that's why it says once seedlings sprout, thin them to the recommended spacing by snipping them at the soil line to avoid disturbing the roots of the plants that remain. When you put your seeds in the ground, see, this is why it's important to be intentional when you're planting. Huh? Uh, you have to be intentional while you are planting. Because when you plant those seeds and you space them out real good and you keep them moist and you water them and things of that nature, once they start to sprout and you snip them and you keep them thin, there's other ones that's going to be growing right next door. Ah! Woo! You still have time to plant. You still have time to plant. As long as you got breath in your body and January 1st, 2026 ain't here, you got time to plant. Because next year, it's all about water and maintaining what you did planted this year. We already got Trump. We already got him. It's not going anywhere. We got him for 3 more years. What you about to do? The seeds done already been planted. Now it's time for you to water and maintain. Go to God and maintain that though they slay me, yet would I trust them. It doesn't matter, come what may. Come what may. Everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Put on your whole armor of God. Trust me, it's gonna be all right. It's already turning around. Song says it won't always be like this. The Lord is perfecting what's concerning me. Because sooner or later, it's going to turn in my favor. And how many times have I said this year? And then I actually can feel that it's turning around for me. And the year ain't even over. It can happen for you too, baby. This is why I do this. It ain't just for me. It's for all of us as a collective. Okay? Then I want you to like it. I want you to comment. I want you to share. And if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe. It's a little longer today, but listen, I will not apologize. I won't. I won't. I won't. And I can go on, okay? Because I looked up here, but I do a part two. I'm gonna tell you what I looked up. It's 4 steps to something else that I looked up. So I got you. Have an amazing week. The rest of the week, you got Thursday and Friday, then you got the weekend. And then God willing, we be back here next Wednesday. My therapy is finished for the year because we only see each other once a month. But she's always saying, if you need a session before that, you let me know. I'm always here. So if in fact I'm not here on a Wednesday, I'm probably in therapy because I probably need one more little sight. But I love you all. I appreciate you so much. And key out. Enjoy your wind down Wednesday, okay? Don't forget to plant.